As Russia repositions its troops in the eastern Donbas region of Ukraine, various international analysts have recognized Russia's struggle to take control over Ukraine. Even in the besieged city of Mariupol, which has been razed to the ground by Russian shelling, the Ukrainian military is still holding on and stopping Russian soldiers from taking total control of the region. Russian soldiers that abandoned positions outside of Kiev and other central parts of Ukraine have left behind a range of military hardware, vehicles, and supplies, including fleets of tanks, either destroyed or abandoned. Earlier this month, footage from Bucha, a suburb of Kiev that saw some of the worst alleged human rights abuses take place in this conflict, showed streets full of burned-out tanks and dead bodies. Since abandoned by Russian troops, the Bucha massacre and the scenes left behind are representative of a general trend of Russian losses in Ukraine. According to the latest statistics from the Ukrainian land forces, a total of 873 tanks have been destroyed by Ukrainian forces so far. The dataset also revealed that 2,238 armored vehicles had been destroyed, along with 179 planes, 154 helicopters, and 408 artillery systems. According to a press release from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, there is a total estimated loss of Russian troops of 21,800. The total combat losses of the enemy from 24.02 to 24.04 were approximately, personnel, about 21,800 people were liquidated. A Google translation of the Ukrainian government statement reads. Russia has repeatedly published very different figures, however. In March, pro-Kremlin newspaper Komsomolskaya Pravda published a report that suggested 9,861 Russian troops had been killed and 16,153 injured. However, the report soon disappeared and Russia's Ministry of Defense published an official estimate of 498 troops deceased and 1,597 injured. News website Mediazona also reported that 1,744 Russian soldiers had been killed in Ukraine, and an additional 317 officers. Estimates from Ukraine and NATO intelligence officials repeatedly differ from the figures infrequently offered by the Kremlin.